What's up everyone, it's Vid here, back with another vlog. So in my last vlog, I showed you guys what I did in my first day here in Charlotte, as well as showed you guys a quick glimpse of my apartment. Today, I'm going to show you guys more of my apartment, as well as some of the cool tech I use on a daily basis. So without further ado, let's get started. Like most of the apartments here in Charlotte, mine also has a pool, and as you can see, there's tons of seating around the pool as well as some seats that are in the pool. For those who prefer getting the maximum amount of shade, there's also two canopies that are right by the pool. Behind my apartment is this walkway, and this walkway goes all the way down to Camden Road and Worthington Avenue. So if you ever want to just do some shopping, or if you want to find somewhere to eat but you don't really know where to eat, you can easily find something along this walkway. And there are tons of restaurants that I've found down this walkway that I highly recommend. Alright, so now that I've showed off all the amenities in my apartment, now I'm going to go into my unit and I'm going to show you guys what's in my unit. So this year I decided to go with a studio apartment, and the reason for that is after touring various apartments within the South End area, I found that a one-bedroom apartment would be a lot more to maintain, especially since I'm living on my own. From my apartment, you get this amazing pool view, and I'm really glad that I chose a pool-facing apartment rather than a street-facing apartment, since I live on South Boulevard, and South Boulevard can get really loud, especially during the mornings or at nights. One potential problem I see with a pool-facing apartment is loud music. However, that doesn't really bother me. So the first thing you're going to see when you come into apartment on one side is going to be the shelving, and I find this really convenient for storing commonly used items. To the left of the door, you're going to find the heating and cooling unit behind one door, and behind the next door, you're going to find both a dryer and washer, and I also find this room very convenient for storing items that I commonly use, such as the stool. My apartment is equipped with Nest, and I find that Nest thermostats are a great addition to any living space, whether it be an apartment or a house. I find that the best part about having Nest in my unit is that I don't even have to walk up to the thermostat to manually change the temperature. In fact, every time I feel like the temperature is too high or too low, all I gotta do is ask one of my many smart assistants and it'll automatically change the temperature as needed. I also find that Nest can help me save a lot of money on my heating and cooling, since it can learn my schedules and adjust my temperature accordingly around my schedule. Here's my kitchen, and I find that this kitchen has plenty of space for all my cooking and meal prep, which isn't very much since I'm still guilty of DoorDashing almost every other day. Here is my refrigerator, and I find that I have plenty of space for all my groceries here. On the other hand, my freezer is quite small and has already been filled. I also have a full-size microwave and an induction stove, and I find this quite slow in heating up, which is why I've been skipping breakfast quite a bit in the recent days. Now, I also find that the oven is plenty of space for everything I need, and I also find that there's plenty of storage throughout this kitchen. To the right of my stove, you're going to find a fairly decent-sized sink as well as a full-size dishwasher. My apartment also features a valet trash service, which picks up trash almost every night right outside my door. So here's the bathroom in my apartment. I find that this bathroom has plenty of space for me and is actually quite big for a studio apartment. Now, it comes with a decent-sized sink as well as large drawers that have plenty of storage space. In addition, there's also a full-size standing shower. So this is my walk-in closet, and there's plenty of shelving and plenty of space for all my clothing as well as for some luggage. Behind this door, you're going to find some networking equipment. This is my living space, and since I'm in a studio apartment, I'm going to have my bedroom and my living room combined into one area. The total square footage of my living space is around 300, while the total square footage of my apartment is going to be around 500 square feet. So I've pretty much shown off most of my apartment. However, there is one last thing I'd like to show you guys. And yes, I had to save the best for last. The one last thing I'd like to show you guys is my desk setup. Since I don't have space to put a TV in my apartment, I decided to combine both work and play into a single setup. The desk I decided to go with for my setup is the Flexispot EC1 electric height adjustable standing desk, and it retails for $250. I find that for its price, it provides a phenomenal value. It is adjustable with the touch of a button and powered by a single motor. I decided to add a 4K monitor to my setup, as I find 4K monitors a great addition for those who watch a lot of 4K content like I do. I will say, however, that this display's colors are not the best, especially in comparison to many of the other devices I have. In terms of gaming, this year I decided to pick up the new Xbox Series X, and after almost a month of using it, I can say that I am genuinely impressed by it. I decided to add some bias lighting to my desk, and I did this by mounting a ring light to the monitor arm, and with this specific light I can adjust both the color temperature as well as the brightness of the light, which I really like. I decided to add an Amazon Echo Dot to my desk setup, and I find this really convenient for basic functions such as controlling the lights and changing the temperature. I decided to add a wireless charger to my desk setup as I find it really convenient for charging devices that support wireless charging as well as for charging my Apple Watch. My apartment is equipped with Google Fiber Home Internet, and while I find the speeds very impressive for all the tasks I do, they are not nearly as fast as the promised 1 gig speed. I've been using the Keychron K2 mechanical keyboard for a little bit over a year now, and I could confidently say that it is the best keyboard I've ever used. It has Mac-specific controls such as Mac function keys, and it features Gateron red switches and a 75% layout. I recently bought the Logitech MX Master 3 mouse, and I find it an excellent addition to my workflow. The buttons can be programmed to perform many functions within macOS such as spotlight search and switching between full-screen apps. The most important part of any productivity setup is the computer you use. And I've been using the new 16-inch MacBook Pro for about 2 weeks now, and it's been a beast of a machine. HDR content looks amazing, and speakers are second to none. It handles everything I throw at it, from basic office work all the way up to 4K video editing without ever slowing down. Would I recommend this productivity powerhouse? Well, surprisingly no. The reason why is because it's overkill for most people. In fact, it's even overkill for my workload. I think that most users out there will be more than happy with the base model 14-inch MacBook Pro, as it's a much better value. Lastly, I added a Thunderbolt Dock to my setup as I find this extremely convenient for when I want to connect multiple devices at once to my laptop. It connects over a single cable and provides charging over that same cable as well. Now, if you guys liked anything that you saw in my desk setup, I'm going to link it in the description below, so that way you guys can also build an awesome desk setup just like I did. So there you have it, guys. I have officially settled into my first ever apartment, and I've also upgraded my desk setup to the best desk setup I've ever had. Now, I'm certainly not done with decorating my apartment. Alright guys, so there you have it. I hope you guys like my vlogs, and please like and subscribe if you guys already haven't, so you guys can help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. Now, as a little thank you to everybody watching and supporting the channel, once I reach 500 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. More details to come later. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.